Well, welcome to my nightmare. And a nightmare for any RV owner, but if you're full-time especially, no bueno.
And you live in it and you...
Yeah, hence full-time. Yeah. I mean, it's just... So, we had the cabinet next to the couch on my side. It's always had a musty smell in it since we bought it. And then there's a little spot on the carpet we were noticing. So I got to poking at it. Decided we need to pull it up and look closer. The closer we looked, the worse it got. So got the whole cabinet out and discovered this. So I started cutting and ripping stuff up. I know where the leak was. So we'll cover that, then we'll circle back in here to what the heck I'm gonna do next. Alright, so you have this back piece right here. So the inside stops right about here with the wall framing. Then this goes across it and seals right here. On the other side, there was a section of seal that degraded. Water was going behind that and wicking in through the wall. So I took this piece off. If you look closely, you can see there's this glue sealant, and you can tell where the water was coming through. So that glue had deteriorated and the seal had broke. So then water is getting down but here and soaking right in. I can see this inside. So this metal is the bottom inside. So I've got to clean all this up, get that back on and sealed properly. But then it's a matter of figuring out how to repair the damage inside. Alright, so overall we've been happy with Grand Design. But I will say this is a crap design. So this metal right here is the bottom plate basically of your interior framing. Then that white foam insulation, and that goes all the way up. So then you have your framing down here. So when they put this side wall panel on the outside, I don't know why they wouldn't bring it all the way down to here. You shingle everything. Then if any water got behind that trim piece, it would have shingled right down and just dripped out to the road. Worst case scenario, some moisture would wick up on the back side, but that'd be minimal. In this case, as soon as that bead of silicone goes, it gets behind here and then right in the wall, and then just soaks in that whole back corner. So, awful design. I don't know if it's these sheets are like a set width when they come in and they didn't want to like order a bigger one and cut it down and waste material, but piss poor design. I'm not happy with that. Alright, so right there is my little pry tool I've got out there poking through. So it came through there, set down here, spread its way around. Problem is it goes under that wall too. So that's all rotten under the wall, and it goes back here around the slide. I can replace as much of this as possible, but you'd have to take the slide out to get everything back there. So right now the decision we have to make is, do we fix as much as we can and then try to figure out when to schedule to get more, or do we just say screw it, cancel our trip that we've got in 2 weeks, and then call Grand Design this week and see when they could get us in to remove the slide, loosen that wall, fix it all the right way since there's mold, mildew stuff present, and do it that way. So I'm going to cut a piece out of here, see how thick this subfloor is, what it looks like, and then we'll talk some more on it. So you can see how nasty this is. And like you can get down in here and the floor just comes right up.
Well, at least it got sunny again.
Yep.
Oh, then it goes cloudy.
Yeah, so we cleaned out the floor that was between those two pieces of metal best we could. We'll get the rest from inside. And then Shanna's cleaning it off so we can start sealing again.
Gotta get it sealed before it rains.
Yep. Okay, so better than it was.
Are we doing 2 rows or just one?
Hold on.
Okay, where are we going? Right above it or right at?
I'm gonna go just above the screw.
Guess what you'll be doing down the road? All the sides. You're gonna be like, we're getting this done so we have no more leaks. There, wave to the camera. Hello.
It's an unhappy Jeff.
Yep. We just keep finding more and more issues.
Yikes.
Well, when we get this done, it'll be done right.
It'd have been nice if it was done right already.
I know. It would have been. But it wasn't, so can't do anything about that now. We seal one hole and open another.
Well, the good thing is, sealing the side,
Yeah.
more water can't get in. And now if there's a leak, it's gonna go right out.
Yep. I will. But we gotta get this off there because that is just nasty flooring. We have a theory though, we're not sure, but they put a new roof on this camper and we think it might not have been the roof. So what's your thoughts?
This sucks. So I'm gonna cut some foam, seal this up for tonight. It's all gotta dry out. But on the bottom side, they put like, not even like, maybe an 1/8 inch wood product that's got like a rubber coating on the back. So that's all rotten. You would have thought they would have used like some PVC plastic, something like you'd use in a bathroom. But they didn't. And then they sprayed glue down, put the foam, and then sprayed like a 1/4 inch piece of wood on top of it. So it's all glued together, comes out in chunks. So I'm at least gonna get these 2 sections done and hope that's all I have to do. But I kind of gotta cut all of it through to where you can see underneath. Seal it up. Then I'm gonna get that plastic put underneath, screw that into the metal. Get more foam, pack it in there real tight. And then I might go from 1/4 to maybe 3/8 plywood just to give a little more strength. I know it's adding a little weight, but we have decent payload in here. So we'll just have to at least redo this bottom section with 3/8 and take it to a scale afterwards and just see how much more payload we have. Good side is the truck can handle some, and once we get on the property, we'll be stationary a lot more. But that's the game plan for now. We gotta go to Lowe's, get some stuff to seal up the outside, get that metal fender piece back on, and then let all this start ripping more out, let it air out, dry out, and then go from there. All right, so I've been working on this a little bit today again. I've tore out everything I'm gonna tear out. All the soft wood is taken out from underneath. Any kind of flooring or foam that looked like it was getting mold growth, really, I've gotten. So now I'm working on cleaning all these metal framing up. I gotta do some stuff with the electrical. But I went and got like a FRP to use like in bathrooms. So it's mildew resistant plastic, and I'm gonna put that underneath. So I'm getting ready to start cutting those. And then I'll put that at the bottom. And then I've got some aluminum square stock. And I'm gonna make cross supports where I've done cuts. And then foam between those, and then plywood across the top. So then after that, yeah, or at least in between that, I got Right Stuff foam, caulking, silicone. I'll just seal the heck out of everything and hope for the best. All right, so Shanna's wanting to stay in here tonight. We're getting close, but it's almost 7 p.m. And you can see no more hole. So I used FRP board right here, and then right here, and then you can see it dips right there. Tomorrow I'm gonna make a 2x6 like I-beam, or not I-beam, but joist that'll go across under there. So I'll move this stuff out tomorrow, but I'm gonna go and fit my foam panels and see if I can get to where we can stay in here tonight. All right, so been a busy work week, so been doing a little bit each day on this. We got all the old stuff that was wet and mildewy ripped out last weekend, so we could really stay in here, and I had it temporarily sealed up. Now, when they put these together, it's that one sheet of that thin wood across the bottom, the metal framing, the foam in between that's packed really tight, and then the 1/4 inch on top of it. So you kind of have solid pieces causing it to have more rigidity, I guess. Since I'm cutting at seam, adding seams, and not having one big piece, you're going to have areas that aren't as strong. So I had to come up with a solution for that. Was going to use just some square aluminum stock and brackets, but decided to make 2x beams basically, and I hooked into the I-beams of the frame. So I went inside of those, recessed into that, notched around everything, put 2x4 caps on the top of it. So now I can bridge all my seams and add a couple mid braces. So now we should be braced much better. So now it's just a matter of putting the white FRP stuff back in, and then I'm going to caulk all the seams. Then we'll go to the outside, get the outside wrapped up. But for tonight, I just got to get stuff in here temporarily because it's almost sundown. So I'm going to go ahead and get the white pieces moved back in here, and then tomorrow I'll have to work on getting everything caulked in, and then getting the outside sealed up, and then finish this up. But I'm just going to do it in the evenings after work. Hopefully by this weekend we'll have it all wrapped up. All right, so getting to here to the back end of this project, we've got the window tape on here, and then I put the FRP panels here. They're not quite as rigid as what was on there to start, but not too bad either. Problem is, you have a little bit of a seam here. So from the factory, they put the board on there, and they put like a waterproof like paper material that wrapped all the way around up to the top. We don't have that, so I'm going to use zip tape around this corner, cover that. Then we have the window tape already up here, and then I'm going to get some Flex Seal spray and just coat the crap out of it, and then put this fender back on, and then we'll at least be done with the outside and can get back to finishing the inside, which is almost there.
You like zip tape, though.
Yeah, I zip tape a lot of stuff.
Yes, you do.
It works for all kinds of things. But
we basically zip taped our floor in our old house. You did all the
well, they
seams.
didn't seal the floor properly in our old house, so I used the zip tape for the seams of that, so you didn't get the
attic smell
coming up.
But we like zip tape.
Multi-use. Yeah, I'm gonna go and slap that on here, try to get this fender back on, and see if maybe I can wrap this up today. If not today, tomorrow. All right, so project's done for now. Everything's watertight, sealed. The floor is reinforced the way we want to. The only thing left is to go buy new flooring. So for now we just got subfloor, but we can at least travel now. We were afraid we were gonna have to cancel our trip that's coming up in a week, but we've avoided that. It was a stressful project. It's one that I don't think I should have had to done if this thing was built right. But we're past that. Like Shanna said, nothing you can do about it.
Yep. At least we found it now.
Yeah, we found it now. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and crawl under here real quick and show you this underneath part where I had that white FRP board. So I got that, zip taped it, covered it with Flex Seal. Looks pretty good now. So I'll crawl under real quick and show you that. All right, so you can see all this was the white FRP. So it looks pretty good now. You can't even really tell it's not factory, other than the expanding foam back there from where I ran some lines through, but looks pretty good at the moment. And we had torrential downpours today and no water coming through.
Yay.
But I gotta crawl out of here.
Probably not a great view.
Yeah, you're always a great view, Shanna. So yeah, that part looks good, so we'll take you inside now and show you what we ended up doing with that. All right, so you can see here, the zip tape is the section of floor from there back that was replaced. And if you notice, there's a little bit of a raised lip here. So what we did with this, hello Sky. Sky's trying to figure it out still. But so what we did with this is where we created these seams from cutting that, there was still some flex. So we wanted to reinforce where the couch was, so we got some 3/4 inch plywood and then made it so you have somewhat of an entrance coming through here. Yes, you have a little bit of a flow walking in and around this to the rest of the camper. There's plenty of support for the couch. There's room for the air cleaner. There's room to go to a larger sofa later. We did have these end tables on both sides. We decided to leave the one out of here so we have more room to shift, which helps the angle to the TV back this direction, because the TV is kind of at a weird angle in here. So that helped getting that shifted over. We still have to redo all of our cushions. That was on the list till this occurred. But yeah, then the electric, there was some electric in these side pieces. So down here in the corner is the tail light. It was just coming up into that cabinet. So I'm gonna get some more connectors, tidy that up a little bit and hide it. And you can see behind the couch there where I added an outlet, just did a floor mounted outlet. And then the ones that were in that cabinet just relocated to that. So Shanna's happy now.
I am.
She was afraid we were going to cancel the trip.
Yep. You worked hard though.
Yes, this week was exhausting.
Between your work and this,
yep,
we're exhausted.
Yep, but it's done, and now we can hit the road in a week.
Yep. We got to get flooring though, because Sky's going to tear this apart.
Yeah, we're picking flooring out. We've got samples over here, but I think we're going to run to Home Depot here in a minute and see if we can buy some. So yeah, we'll probably run to Home Depot in a little bit, see if we can find some flooring. For now, though, we'll wrap this video up. It was a stressful one. Definitely one of those projects that when you're in the middle of it, it's just frustrating that you're having to do it. And I probably wasn't the best mood all week this week. Tried not to take that out on Shanna, but y'all know how that goes.
Well, this is the first big
Yeah, first
big major project that we had came across.
And especially when it was not planned, and
yeah, and then you had multiple stuff going on
Yeah.
with work, so
Yeah,
it was just a stressful week.
yeah, working remotely, normally I can squeeze some projects in. This week I was just hammered. The last week and a half, so it's
then
been
you
nuts.
knew we were on a time crunch
Yeah.
to be able to go on our trip, and
Yep, but all done now, so
Yep.
appreciate you guys watching. We didn't expect to have another camper video this soon, but it happens. So next week we'll be back in Kentucky at the property, seeing what we can get done there.
I'm excited about that one.
Yep. So next video should be another property video, and then we'll see from there. We got a whole list of stuff this fall planned for you guys, so we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.